Hello, friends. Stories of dolphins rescuing drowning people have long been known and popular around the world. However, as it turned out, they are not the only deep-sea friends of man. A diver found herself in a situation where her whole life was flashing before her eyes, and she certainly didn't expect such a turn of events. Marine biologist Nen Hausen has dedicated 28 years of her life to researching life in the sea and ocean depths. During that time, she participated in numerous expeditions to the Cook Islands and the Bahamas. Dolphins and whales have always been favorites of her work. Through her efforts, the waters of this region have achieved iconic sanctuary status. A recent routine snorkeling and snorkeling trip has been a shock to her, the highlight of her many experiences in deep-sea exploration. One totally unremarkable afternoon, she took a boat out into the waters near Cook Island for a planned dive. However, within minutes of entering the water, she noticed a massive figure directing everything towards her from the depths. Quickly approaching the figure was a male humpback whale. To understand the situation, note the fact that these animals weigh an average of 30 tons and are up to 64 feet long. Needless to say, the size of the animal, capable of striking the imagination of the average person, is nothing special for an experienced boy. However, the danger of the situation did not lie in the size and the whale's behavior. Humpback whales are usually friendly to humans, so at first Hausen was frightened by the inappropriate behavior of her unexpected companion. The only thing that bothered her was that she could not understand the motivations and reasons for his actions. Further events, however, caused the biologist to become frightened. In her research, Nen generally avoids direct contact with whales, except when they need help, such as being sick or stranded. But this whale made bodily contact on its own. Rather than swim past, as it was supposed to do, the animal came close to her, not leaving the diver alone and not letting her swim away. Everything approached until Hausen was on his head. He then placed her under his pectoral fin and at one point even lifted her out of the water. Everything went on for about 10 minutes, which turned into long hours. Of the equipment, in addition to a wetsuit and flippers, Nen had only a mask and snorkel, so she seriously began to fear for his life. The crew on the boat had no control over the situation. In the first place, it is difficult to stop a 30-ton giant, and secondly, the crew was busy shooting video. The cameramen and other members of the crew, due to their lack of experience, did not immediately understand how strange the whale was behaving. At the same time, she could not give vent to her panic, for she was afraid that the whale would sense it and the situation would get worse. Soon, however, everything fell into place. As it turned out, Nen and Kit were not the only participants in the drama played out in the water. In the distance, the diver noticed another whale. It moved strangely and kept beating its tail on the water. When she managed to divert herself from the first of them and look around, she saw a third figure by inertia and took it for the third whale. She soon realized, however, that she was mistaken. By the movements of the tail of the third figure, completely uncharacteristic of whales, she recognized in it one of the most terrible and formidable predators of the ocean, a tiger shark. So the threat to Hauser's life became even more frightening. In the end, and the cameramen still managed by some miracle to climb aboard the boat. The first thing they did was to examine the damage, probably caused by the whale. It was only now, while they were in safety, that they realized the true motives behind the whale's behavior. Later, while watching the video of the collision with the whales, men confirmed her conclusions. The first whale was trying to cover her from the predator in the same way that whales hide their calves. The second, meanwhile, was scaring away and disorienting the shark. The diver had heard about the altruistic behavior of whales before, but then it was about other species of whales, dolphins, and even seals. This is the first time scientists have encountered a whale rescuing a human. Hausen hopes her team's footage will help other biologists study whales. And for ordinary laypeople in understanding these amazing animals and realizing the extent of their empathy for the world around them, shouldn't we learn from them as you think? Write in the comments. That's all for today. I look forward to receiving your likes. See you soon.